Today, I'm going to answer the age-old question that gets asked in the Upwork community from time and time again. Should you focus on a specific niche or make your profile general? There are pros and cons to each scenario. Make yourself niche and you apply for specific jobs, but your net is smaller as there's less jobs in the industry. Or you could be someone that makes yourself general, cast a wider net, and then you can get more opportunities over there. However, you are not a master of any specific industry and you cannot charge as much. In this video, I'm going to give you 4 tips in order to address this question so that the next time, maybe you are someone who's in the early stages of building your Upwork profile, or if you're someone who's a seasoned veteran on there, but is still trying to find out and figure out what the best situation is for your profile, that can help you answer this question. The first point I'm going to mention over here is the fact that Upwork allows you to create one general profile and at the same time 2 specific profiles. Now this is really good because let's just say, for example, you are someone in the digital marketing field. So you can have a general profile as digital marketing and built out like that. And then your specific 2 profiles could be, let's just say, specifically focused on LinkedIn or YouTube or email marketing. So if you're applying for a job in digital marketing, you can use your general profile. And if you're applying for a specific job related to YouTube, you can use your general profile over there. The second point I'm going to mention over here is take into consideration your overall strategy on the Upwork platform and let that guide you in making the decision whether you want to be generalized or specific and focused. Let me give you an example of this. Let's just say, for example, you are someone that doesn't know what your niche is. In that situation, it might just be best to create a general profile and get different jobs over a span of maybe a month, 3 months, or 6 months until you can figure out what you're really good in and what you actually enjoy. Another example could be that you are someone who does not like doing the same work every single day. So for you, having a general profile is good because you can apply for different jobs. At the same time, you could be someone who has 2 different passions that you're really good at, but at the same time, you're having a hard time making a decision. At that point in time, you could look at the industry and see what's out there and say, you know what, I really need to focus on this specific niche in order to go far. So then your overall strategy would be to focus on that niche. So again, as I mentioned over here, is keep in mind the overall trajectory of where you want to go on Upwork and let that guide you based on your own personality, your experience, and the strategy as I mentioned before. The third point that I want to mention over here is a lot of time people get stuck on this question and they think that maybe if I'm too general, it's not going to work out. Maybe I'm too specific, it's not going to work out over here. But keep in mind one thing. For a client to even reject you or accept you, the first thing they're going to see is your proposal. So forget about your profile for a second. It doesn't even matter if it's general or specific. Get your foot in the door first. Work on your proposal first. Make sure that that's something that people can take a look at and say, hey, you know what? I'm convinced I want to further pursue this person. And then you can get into specifics of that. So if you are noticing that, for example, you're applying on Upwork and you're not even getting any replies back, no one's even responding back to you, then the issue more so could be the fact that your profile at that point in time may be okay and your proposal is just not enticing enough for that person to even respond back to you. So what I would recommend over here is that rather than worrying about the second part, which is the profile itself, worry about the first part. If and when you are getting to a point where you're noticing that you're getting good response rates, people responding back to you, but then the conversation falls off during the second stage when they look at your profile, then you can get to that point and start focusing over there. The fourth point I'm going to mention to you over here is to take a step back. And what do I mean by that? Rather than thinking about, hey, you know what, maybe I should focus on a niche here or do this over here, take a step back and think to yourself, where would this specific industry be in the next 5 years? If I pick this specific niche, what protection do I have? Let's just say, for example, you want to be a video editor. How can you compete with all those people in the Philippines or India or Pakistan that can do it for a much cheaper rate? What sort of protection can you provide and skill that you would have that cannot be replicated? If you, for example, focus on a niche tomorrow, which is based specifically on English spelling, English writing, English grammar check, copywriting, copy editing, or writing content, you know that's something that's hard to duplicate from someone overseas. So in that sense, the client would naturally come to you and pay for you because of the fact that you provide more experience in your industry and it cannot be duplicated or replicated. You want to pick a specific industry that you know even in 5 years will not be obsolete. It will not face stiff competition where people try to undercharge in order to take your work away. And it's not something that can be automated tomorrow and is in need. Use these guiding skills and principles when making a decision of what niche or general industry that you want to be in. All right, guys, that's everything for now on this specific topic. I hope to answer some more questions in the future as well. So if you like what you're watching over here, please subscribe to the channel and look forward to seeing you guys next time.